Table that's going to fall apart. Is this a king's table? No, it's not. Farm ruins. There we go. Dampier State Experimental Farm Ruins. I'm not sure what an... So this is the Thundelarra homestead. Now we just popped in here. We originally popped in because we wanted to have a look at the shearing shed, but they got the homestead here. Now, apparently it was originally built in 1870 on one side, and the other side was built in the 1930s. So very interesting. Parks and Wildlife are setting this area up for camping, but there is a caretaker in the area at the moment that will take you through the homestead and around the area so you can have a look.
The original shearing shed, because that can be dated in the Batty Library to in the 1870s, and the homestead with the tin roof part of it was actually finished in 1901, but they think that the original homestead was the old shearer's kitchen, the building in front. They think that was the original homestead, and then that being the original shearing shed would make sense. But the roof timbers in that one are actually older than the roof timbers in this one.
Oh wow.
And then the part on the right with the tiles, that was actually added in 1930s. And they know they can date that because they've got an Aga stove in there, and they've got the paperwork for when it came out from England. So yeah, that's why they can date it. This building here, this was the original laundry and kitchen, because they didn't join them together just in case it caught on fire. It wasn't going to burn the homestead down. So yeah, and then there were, that house there was built in the 80s. That's actually now the Ranger's house.
Yeah, right.
But the last owners of this place, one of their sons built that house, the rammed earth house, and the other one used to live in this cottage here, which the pitched roof part of it was the original part, and then it's been added on to, because that was the governess' quarters originally. And this building here used to be the maids' quarters. It's now a garden shed. So.
Now that's a garden shed.
Yeah, it's here, you may as well make use of it.
That's it.
But it's got half of it's got a pressed tin ceiling as well.
Okay.
So it's, come and have a look at it, I'll show you.
Did you see the pressed tin at Warrior?
Yeah, same sort of thing.
Yeah, I saw that. We didn't go into it, but I was seeing through the windows.
So they've got pressed tin here and this part. A lot of the rooms, and actually most of the rooms in the homestead have got this pressed tin ceiling as well. But I think it would have been a bit chilly in here in winter.
Oh yeah.
Smell that timber.
Do you pump your water out of the bore somewhere?
Yeah, we do.
The thickness of the walls on this one,
They've got another
the whole of the original homestead is all built with that thickness of walls.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
this will
so
be a camp
it's-
eventually?
Neat.
No, the camp will be further. Well, it'll still be in a compound, but
Mm. This was the old schoolhouse, and last year they actually took the front wall off it because the front wall was made of what's on the side there, and all the bricks are in there, but it was coming towards you. You know, you'd stand here and it's going hello.
Okay, yeah.
So they actually put the tin roof on, the tin walls on it. But yeah, so that was that one.
How long have you guys been? Don't mind me asking.
this time, about 2 weeks. 3 weeks, yeah.
Tomorrow actually.
Yeah, 7 Tuesday.
But in the 70s, there's actually a creek. Which one, you came from the east or the west? Which side did you come
We've
in?
come from that direction and we've just been out to the gorge and we've just come back
Oh,
to
right,
the
so
gorge.
you've come in this way.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know the dip where the creek actually is. There's a creek on one side and nothing on the other.
Mm.
That is behind that bunt, and it flooded in the 70s.
Okay.
And it flooded all the way from the creek all the way past. That bunt wasn't there, so it came up here, went through here, and came through the homestead and went all the way through.
Oh, wow.
And it sort of came up to about here. You can see where the water line is on the old tank stands.
Wow.
So yeah. But
That'd be a massive amount of water, wouldn't it? It's so
oh yeah.
flat.
Mm.
Yep. And last year in
12 was put in
July, yeah, in July last year, we had so much water. Was it July or yeah, it was after Saroja. Because we were here twice last year, so
No, it was before
But we had-
Saraja.
no.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Pretty much rained every day in July last year, bar one day.
It was,
Yeah.
yeah. But we had water the other side of that bunt all the way from the creek upwards.
Mm.
We had water all through here. We had giant lake in front of the cottage there. And all this bit where you're parked, all just back from you, it was underwater by about so much.
How
And
long
then
does
it
it take
was
for it
nice
to-
and muddy.
Pretty successful
Soak in.
station.
Or run away.
It depends. I mean, we had 20 mil of rain, 21 mil of rain, what, a week ago?
Mm.
And then the next day we had, I think it was 8. So we had a nice lake just in here.
Yeah, you can see
But
it.
you can see it's all gone now.
Mm.
Oh, well, most of it, but we've still got some parts that are water on the way down. Used to be the butcher's. Oh, careful.
There's a hole there, Holly.
Oh, there's holes and all of it.
That little building there.
Yeah, this little white building.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be where they butchered the sheep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the butcher block is actually still in there. It's about yay big. And what's the story? If you can take it out on your own in one piece, you can have it. And I just think good luck with that. I like the way they mended all the holes in, so just put bits of mud on them.
Yeah.
Go under there, just be careful of your head on the roof.
Those that didn't come out, they put a little bit of meat up in there. And then the
They
flies
come
will
out.
come out
Yeah,
to go for the meat.
that's the theory. But
Good bit of wood.
it is a big piece of wood. They think you could get it out. I reckon they might have built it.
So this is the old original shearing shed.
The original
Okay.
shed. It was a freestanding shed. But a few years ago they had a willy go through.
Mm-hmm.
And it took out, oh, it was about 6 years ago, took out part of the shearing shed, the one that's down there,
Yeah.
took the roof off of Jackaroo's quarters, which is that old building that's got a new roof,
Mm-hmm.
came through here, lifted part of the roof by the chimney, because that's got water damage inside, came through here, just lifted this roof, it didn't take it off, which was good, and then it went. The ranger
Interesting.
literally watched it go.
Yeah.
That they've had to tie all this together. As apparently once you seal these stones, if you seal them like they've been there, they can't breathe, so therefore they start to crumble.
Okay.
But you know, not knowing that when all this is done, it means it's a problem.
The mud buildings at Warrada are interesting, aren't they?
Yeah, they're good those.
They're just like literally mud.
Yeah.
And they're still standing and they're still,
Yeah.
Yeah, but when they're made right, they're made right.
yeah.
You can tell them about the little generator and things. Oh, was that
Yeah. And an add-on to this was the generator room.
That must be the computer desk.
One of those old monitors.
Yeah. That was we're not too sure when that was added on. But apparently it was up to date and the most modern one around because it had a switch inside the house or inside the homestead that you could turn off. Save you coming out at night to turn the generator off. You still had to come out to start it, but yeah. Okay.
Oh.
That table came from Thundelarra before it was destroyed. And each plank is one piece.
That's a big tree.
It's all Oregon. The cross members up there, they're Oregon, and again, one piece each. There's only two of these left in WA, these particular type of press. They come from South Australia. Once you pack up the first lot, then you bring the top over and pack up the second lot.
That up here?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sorry for the stupid question. What are you pressing?
Sorry?
What are you pressing?
Ooh.
It's not sort of question. I think it's a silly question what you ask.
Worst things I know about pressing is wire. So it's definitely not wire.
Question, there's all these
Wow, this is amazing.
And that's where they should be.
You can see there was this a 10 now 10 head stand or 10 stand, but the rest of them were down that end, which was blown away with the storm. More gates and thermal gates are guillotine gates. That way you don't get anything caught behind them when they're trying to get the
okay.
tube out. Yeah.
So they're the original timbers, they've just been rebraced.
Yes. You don't look it up.
So this is the museum.
They get you check through quicker.
And all this stuff.
Yeah. Over the years we've been digging a bit more stuff.
There was an old looking brown, probably wine or beer or something. Bit different style than one of these though. This one I remember. This style bottle I didn't remember.
Yeah. Okay. Now see, that's Geraldton. That's Kalgoorlie.
Remember the old Cotties bottles from when I was a kid?
Yeah. Perth.
Guest.
Yeah. Guest. Perth. Weaver and Lock. Best ginger beer.
Oh
ever
yeah,
made.
yeah, I remember the old Weaver and Lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crutch, there's a crutching thing out there. They've got a crutching cradle and a few other things. And then the dip is just over that side. It's like a round thing, and the way it works is they would spray them from the top and from the top and from the bottom, and then they'd go out, and then they actually just push them out to a couple of the balls. There's one what they call 4 mile ball, which is 4 miles up the road, and then there's another one over here which I can't remember what they call it.
There's roadside there.
Roadside, that's it. Yeah, so they just push them out. Say, go away, sheep. Go and grow some more wool.
Straight down the chute, eh?
Oh yeah. Dirt in the bum, and off you go.
There you go. What an awesome piece of history. Old shearing shed. Everything's still there. That is amazing. You generally see them on these old pastoral leases already pulled apart, where they've just rotted or people have destroyed them looking for firewood and all sorts of stuff, but that is awesome. That is still intact. This place is amazing. Everything's still intact, been rebuilt, got communication towers going in over there, solar panels, and they're actually thinking of putting a campground in over the other side. So yeah, awesome. Thank you so much to these guys for showing us through. That was awesome. So we shall depart this lovely place and probably go and find somewhere to camp. That was pretty awesome, and we got the full tour of the place as well. So yeah, when we first pulled in there, we weren't quite sure, because it said call up on UHF 7 on your way in, and we called and nobody answered. So Anthony was just doing some research on his phone and basically found that there's some caretakers that look after that old homestead, and you can just go in there. They will show you around and tell you all about the history of the entire area. You can walk through. You can't walk through the homestead at the moment because they're doing work there. You can stay there. You can book accommodation. You've got a kitchen there that you've got exclusive rights to if you book the accommodation, and the shearing shed as well, which was just awesome. So what a great place. Really glad we stopped in there now. That was really worthwhile going in and having the tour. So yeah, the Depot are looking at putting a campgrounds in there over the other side. So yeah, it's really amazing to see places like that still in such fantastic condition and looked after. So that is great. So anyhow, we are now heading to Munger's Lake, I think it is. There's a campground over there we're aiming for, and looking forward to setting up camp and having a drink, and later on I'm going to cook a gourmet steak sandwich on the fire pit. So looking forward to that. Alright, so I don't think we'll have much four-wheel driving footage from here because it's all mainly a road, but you never know. You come across some interesting things when you're out in these places. So if I don't see you on the track, I'll see you at camp. Found camp. Camp is all set up. We are at the Munger's Lake campground. Now, to be totally honest with you, I wouldn't recommend this campground. It's not that big. There's already a couple of caravans over the far side. Someone's just pulled in with their camper and we've got this spot off to the side. Apart from that, there's not a lot in this campground, but while we were out on the tracks today, we did spot a lot of awesome spots, especially up near those pools. There was some great spots up there, but this actual campground, I wouldn't recommend it. It's a little bit too crowded for my liking, but we're already here and we're set up, so it is what it is. One more night and then we'll be out of here in the morning. So I might just flick the drone up and have a good look around, see what's around, and then it'll be time to crack a ginger beer, I reckon.